Schnitzel's still there. It lost the Der, and it's no longer the same iconic building it once was. Der Wiener Schnitzel with a tall building, but gas is actually $3.19, which is actually very shocking. Cheap gas out here. Bankhead Theater, only 2 or 3 shows here, but they were fun. Safeway on First Street was one place I think I kind of forgot about. But now that I think about it, we went here a lot for food and stuff. There was Lucky's down the street, but also came to Safeway. It's probably one of the first Safeways I ever really went to. And this whole shopping center, I would get like Secret Pal gifts or coffee or things like that. So it has been an incredibly long time. So I totally forgot about this Safeway. I don't think the Orchard Supply Hardware is still here. I think that place closed. But I'll walk along the strip and see like what is actually still here. One of my earliest memories of childhood was actually this appliance store, although I don't know if it's the same name. I could look that up, but I remember it was across the street here, and we went in as little like kids, I don't know, 5 years old or something like that, and we were getting a new washer, dryer, something white. I remember it was a white appliance, and I think it was that store, but I don't know, still not sure about the name. I mean, technically it could have been that store, but I think it was that store, so that's kind of cool. Walking along the forest out in Livermore at night, I got that wet nature smell that I grew up with, really, so close to home. I was always out in the backwoods or nature, doing things, playing, exploring. But it's interesting that I don't really smell it anywhere else. Of course, I don't go out backwoods anywhere else, but over the years, I've gotten used to that smell. It's just kind of wet, maybe the rotting nature smell of eucalyptus. Man, those trees are pretty epic. Been here a long time. All this has been here a very long time. Yeah, it's really cool. I came here about a year ago on one of my runs. I could look at the path so I don't trip. But I crossed under here, and I think that's when I went back. I think I came this far, or it was another run. I don't know, maybe I didn't. I don't think maybe I didn't until it was. I didn't after I moved, but looks like they got lights under the underpass at night, and I imagine that's just to keep things a little safer, so no shenanigans can take place down there. For me, I don't have to walk under because I don't need to cross the other side, but that's Stanley Boulevard, and I will have to go back the other way so I can get on this side of Stanley for a while, for the next, I don't know, 6 miles. This little path might have been here for 20 years for all I know, but I've never seen it. Nice little neighborhood there, fairly modern, recent condos, I would guess. And then there's this path that goes right out to Stanley Boulevard, which is a little hostile for traffic because there's just fast cars, almost freeway speed coming by all the time. Bus stop right there. But if you live there, you get a little quick shortcut, except it's a walking path, and that's kind of weird because I guess if you're going to the bus, maybe, but in general, this is not a good place to take a walk. It's not even a good place for me to be walking right now because it's extremely loud. It's not good for your ears and the pollution. Like I said, all you got's the bus. There's one right now, speaking of which. But I think it actually is more problematic because, yeah, you can't get to a car. It does you absolutely no good aside from going on a walk. But this really isn't the place to walk. So it just allows people to come into your neighborhood for no real reason. Used to be a nursery down there, but that's gone. I think that's been gone for a while, but I'm pretty sure that was where a really nice nursery once was. Oh, wait. This was the nursery on Isabel and whatever this road's called. I think. Was this the nursery? I don't know. No. Maybe. I don't know. No, I think it was the other one because there was a I thought you could turn it from the side street, so maybe not, but this is still pretty new. Man, this path is one I don't really want to go down at night, although I am going into a very dark path in a bit. Hey, the crazy bike is still there. That has been there so long. Like years. Crazy bike. I think when I was born, this overpass and underpass didn't even exist. I think this entire thing was made in a lifetime to get people to that part of Livermore. Man, that light is bright. I am about a third of the way on Stanley Boulevard, walking home from Livermore, and kind of cold now. My feet are very sore, but it's only like 7:30, so why not keep walking? Years ago, I don't know when, they built these condos next to, well, on Stanley Road, and for the life of me, I just thought, what a place to live, because the noise from these cars that go so fast, it's just got to be unbearable. Although they are close to a bus stop and getting on to Stanley, down there in the light, and McDonald's, there's like a lot of fast food, there's a bank right there. CVS, maybe CVS, but a lot of shops, but it just seems like that noise of always having to listen to cars. What room would you want closest to the road? I mean, a bedroom, maybe, oddly, because, well, maybe the cars aren't so bad at, like, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night, or occasional cars, but family room, kitchen, living room, and all day long, you're gonna hear these cars. Quarry Lane was a massive part of my life, being that it was the street that led down to Serpentine Lane, and Serpentine Lane was where 20-something shows of Pleasanton Playhouse rehearsed. Didn't perform there. Although they had a studio theater, but I never actually did any of their shows. But yeah, 20 shows over so many years. That was a huge part of my life there. Yeah, this one little turnout that all started probably with an audition. Well, the actual audition was at Amador High School, but most of the other auditions were at the rehearsal space. They still have a rehearsal space down there. It's a different company name, actually two names now, and they have a different place. They gave up the studio theater, and they still do shows actually out at Livermore now, not even at Amador Theater anymore. So they're at the Livermore Performing Arts Center. So we walked by there earlier. I did, the Royal Wheat. And yeah, just to go by that road. And I guess the most recent thing was in 2018, where I turned down that road to go teach, English tutoring at a little academy tutoring school there, which was interesting, kind of a nightmare for some of the kids were royal pains, but yeah, it was a cool experience, I guess. Didn't pay that well, but it was interesting. Yeah, it's just something I needed to kind of do once in my life, I guess. Yeah, I'll definitely will remember that. And of course, the Pleasant Playhouse and the mini rehearsals, the auditions, the callbacks, the shows I wasn't cast in and not happy about, and the shows I was cast in and happy about.